we are, we're recording. Hi everyone, it's me, Lisa from ArtZ Gallery and also Tin Cat Studio. I'm one of the gallery members there, and I have been doing interviews with a lot of our artists. Specifically the featured artists that we have every month, and this is August, and we have 3 featured artists this month. I wish I remembered the name of it. I know there's something with color in it. I should have written that down. Oh, well. And today we're going to talk to Allison Kuhl, who is from the Amory area, and she does amazing wood art. So if you have not checked our Facebook or Instagram pages, please do so because you're gonna love it, I guarantee. And today we're just gonna speak with her. We're gonna do it just she and I. So this will be fun. Shameless plug for myself, Tin Cat Studio. As far as ArtZ Gallery is concerned in Amory, we are open 3 days a week right now, and those days are Friday, Saturday, and Sundays from 11 to 3. To 4. Oh my gosh, it's right there. 11 to 4. If you cannot get to the gallery on one of those days, please do email us. My husband, actually Randy, checks our email every day, as do a few other people. So we're pretty good about being able to come in on a different day or time and accommodate people. So don't feel shy to do so. So like I said before, this is one of 3 of our featured artists. We have Allie Kuhl, who I'm going to talk to. Jan Killian, I will do at another time. And then Brenda Hack, who unfortunately is very busy right now. So we won't be able to speak with her, but I have plenty of pictures. So I am going to bring her on in a second. So let's say hello to Miss Allie Kuhl. Here she comes.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Fantastic. I'm glad this is working.
Yeah. So what people don't know is we've actually been attempting this a couple times now. And so we're hoping it's going to work today. We're just going for it and crossing our fingers. I think my internet was having issues the other day and it just wasn't going to happen. So we're going to do this today. It's good to see you again.
You too.
Good. So you told me you go by the name Allie. I have Allison on here. So either one is fine by you, correct?
I'm sorry?
Either one is fine by you, Allie or Allison?
Yes.
Good. Why don't you, actually, I'm going to go through a couple things for people. You are on Instagram.
Yes.
So if anybody would like to follow you on Instagram, and we'll show these again at the end of the broadcast, but I like to get them out there. This is how you can follow Allie, and you'll want to after we're done, after you see what she does. Okay. And then this is her website. So I'll bring those back again later. I just want to make sure for some reason I didn't forget. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and I really enjoyed how you got your name. So. Sure.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us? And I'm actually going to bow out, and it's just going to be you. So, but I'll hear you.
Okay. Sounds good. Sorry for the background. I didn't clean my office either. So I'm Allie, and originally from Minnesota. I'm an import here to Amory. I've been here for over a decade. So I married Tyler Kuhl. He's a farmer here. And that's how I ended up in Amory, and I absolutely love it. So I live here on a century farm with my husband, Tyler, and then our 4 children. And yeah.
4 children. Yeah.
4 children. Yep. Oh. 9, 7, 5, and 3.
So you are a busy, busy gal.
Yes. Yeah. So the name 4K Wood Art. I kind of hijacked it from my husband. So our farm name is Kuhl Acres IV. He's a 4th generation farmer, and he uses the 4K as his brand for our cattle, etc. So, and we have 4 children, and our last name is Kuhl. So, okay, right there. So that's where the 4K came about.
That all it comes together nicely. And if you shouldn't feel bad about your office, just so you know, because I'm behind me right now going, oh, for the love of Pete. And one of the things, so actually, Allie and her husband came over the other day because Randy's been cleaning out his shed, and he had all this wood that he's been saving for years. And thankfully, you took many, a lot of it from us. And at that time, found out that your husband Tyler actually raises show pigs, so many people might know him in the area from that. And it turns out I remembered I bought some from him many moons ago when my kids were in 4-H. So it's kind of a neat little
circle, small world. I just love the Emory community. Yeah, everything's connected for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So how did you get started doing what you do? And we're going to show pictures in a little bit, and people might be, maybe I should have showed a quick picture, but how did you get started? Well, we can see a piece behind you. So,
oh yeah, kind of sort of.
Your whichever shoulder.
Oh, I'm backwards.
Everything's backwards, you guys. So it's very confusing.
So getting started, I am not technically trained as an artist. I didn't go to school. I've always wanted to be artsy. So many years ago, I would say like over 6 years ago, a friend and I started like refinishing and repurposing furniture, making Western jewelry, coat hooks. And then I was always drawn to the wood. So that was just my pull and my passion. And then fast forward a couple years, I've been doing this for about 2 years. Friends and family would send me pictures or say, hey, I saw this at an art show, or I have this idea. Will you make it for me? I'm like, sure, why not? I'll give it a try. So that's how it really started. Just friends and family asking if I could make something out of wood. And the biggest excitement for me is the wood. So each of my pieces have a story where I use basically the majority of my pieces are salvaged barn wood or wood from old hunting shacks or tables. The majority is from barn wood, barns and farms in the Amory area. So neighbors, friends, I just go and start pulling with my husband and my kids, and we bring it home. So,
we can certainly appreciate that because
yes.
same fascination. So yeah, that's really neat. I just also want to explain to the audience that sometimes it looks like I'm not looking at her, but everything is mirrored and opposite. So I just want to point that out on this app. It's very hard to always know where to look.
I know, and I'm looking at my camera trying to look at you. So
I'm trying to look at you, but it looks like I'm looking off to the side, not even paying attention to you. Yeah. I am.
I'm here.
I am. So let's take. So my understanding is that actually your show at ArtZ Gallery is this your first one? Am I correct?
It is my first one, and I'm so honored and so excited to be able to do this. And
it looks beautiful.
Thank
so
you.
Let's. I'm gonna pop your name off here. Unfortunately, when I show some of the pictures, we're going to be covered up, but she can still see them, and Ellie can explain to us kind of what's going on. And I'm going to flip a thing so you can't even see me, but we're going to look at what's at the gallery right now. This is my just reminder to people that even though pictures are nice, they never do the actual piece justice as in person. So I always like tell people that, like, yeah, a picture gives you an idea, but when you go look at things in person, you get a way different perspective. So here is your display, part of it anyway.
Yeah, partial, nice.
It looks so nice. It definitely feels kind of like a Southwest or Western feel to me. Is that, am I right, or am I just making stuff up?
No, I'm really inspired by the Pendleton designs,
okay.
Colors, even the wood pulling out different dimensions. So yeah, this month, I think Randy called it Colorful Creations.
Thank you.
But yes, yeah. So I wanted to play with some color as well. I would say basically my pieces fill the spectrum where we can go really rustic and natural and it just being the barnwood showcased.
Yeah.
Or else.
You know what? There's one that I hadn't really noticed before, but I love that horizontal one at the top with the blue. That is really pretty.
Oh, right in the middle?
Yeah. Yeah. I really like that piece. Okay, we're going to look at another one.
Okay, different angle.
Just a different angle. Yeah. And now I'm going to click off so we can just see you briefly again. And I'm going to go through those few slides that you had sent me.
Sure.
And then we're going to look in more detail at some of the ones at the gallery. So
great. Yes. Okay. So I made these for a dear, dear, dear friend in Minnesota. We went to school together, and she was actually one of my first ones where her name is Bree, and these are in her house. And she sent me pictures of designs similar to this. And she was like, hey, Allie, do you think you could make these? I'm like, sure, why not? Yeah, of course I can. So I just went for it. And I'm really honored that she has these up in her beautiful home. And I really like how they turned out. So
here's just one of them a little bit up closer.
So different layers of staining, some paint and stain combos, and then the natural wood. Yeah. And those are a little roughed out too. So give it a little bit more character. And that's a 24 by 48 piece.
Oh, that's a big piece. You can't really honestly see that. Okay, I'm going to click back to the original photo. Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah, even with that, that must be a big bookshelf.
It is. Yeah, definitely. So really, I don't feel like I'm limited with a size where I've made little minis, I call them, 8 by 10s, 9 by 13s, all the way up to, I just finished a trio piece. It's a 3 foot by 5 foot piece cut into 3 that I made for another dear friend here in Star Prairie. And yeah, so that was massive. And
yeah, that is huge.
Yeah,
here's the other one just a little bit more up close as well.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. So white and black, gray stains, as well as the natural wood. So I'm really pleased how they turned out.
Yeah, it's very okay. We're gonna move to another one. You can tell us. Is this one at ArtZ? I'm not actually sure.
No, this one is. I made this one for Libby Higgins. She through Great Blue Yoga. Yeah, so this is in her house.
Okay, well, and then she has a couple of yours in her studio, doesn't she?
That's Alyssa Montana. Yep, at Great Blue. So I made these for her, and they're just above the coat hooks in the yoga studio. And I added the blue in for Great Blue Yoga, and those were some of the colors that she had. So
very pretty.
It was one big piece, and then I cut it in half because I thought it was a little bit too massive. So she'd have a lot more functionality or different options on how she'd want to place them or move around.
Yeah. Now, just quickly, tell me if I'm wrong. That is a newer yoga studio. I mean, she moved. I think she was somewhere else, and now she's downtown, middle of Amory, right next to Farm Table, correct?
Yes, yes, yeah. So she was across the street down the block a little bit before, and then she moved into this space. And
it is fantastic. Yeah, I have not been in there personally, but walking by, when they were remodeling it, I was like, oh, this is going to be an amazing space. And so, yeah, it looks like they did a beautiful remodel. So a little shout out to
a little plug for Alyssa and Great Blue. You guys will love it. It's fantastic.
Looks like it's got some good art in it anyway too. So. Let's see. I think I have a few more pieces that we can discuss, and these are ones that I picked out. Now I would have picked out that other one that I just noticed, but that I just enjoyed because I could see these were kind of, this one, well, looks to be more natural woods, you know, to me, and just the way you put them together, and I just tried to expand the screen with my fingers. I love where you can tell the little holes were for whatever this was.
So this has a funny story. As my husband can tell you, I don't throw anything away. I don't let anyone throw things away, and I'm a pack rat. So I always feel like I'll have use for it, especially for the wood. So the funny story behind it is, part of this wood piece is an old antique farm table. I don't know if it was on my mother-in-law or my father-in-law's side, but it was sitting in our machine shed on our farm for a really long time. And then my father-in-law decided to throw it in our big dumpster, throw it away. And I'm like, you can't do that. No. So literally my children see me jumping in the dumpster, pulling out this antique farm tabletop. And then I asked my husband to help me rip the wood down, and you can see there where like the hinges are, because it was like a 3-piece, you know.
Yep, hinges. Okay.
Yep. So even like the green and tealish you see, that's all natural. I didn't touch any of it. I just put it in the piece and cut it. So
I just have a great appreciation for this, since that's what a lot of our framing is used from, things like that. I believe the image itself, Randy took this with his cell phone, so I think it's yellower than it is in person, right, for people. So if you're looking at it going, wow, it's kind of yellow, what is she talking about? No, it is, this is yellowed due to a lighting issue, which is why I say go to the gallery and see them in person, because they're better. This next one, I feel like there's a ton of teeny tiny little pieces that you put together. So am I correct on this one?
You are so correct. Yes. And a lot of this wood, now looking at it, like I said, each piece has a story. The majority of the stained wood up on top that you see actually was from my husband's old like gun storage unit, and figured of it, and I said, no, let's just rip it down. And I love how all the different stains I use pulled different looks of that. So yeah, those are all same pieces of wood. And you can see even like the holes where it was drilled down below the movie part. So
I love that part of it.
The herringbone design, a little accent of the blue.
So yeah, the blue really brings it together. I love, okay, so between the blue and the black, I just love that whole like row there, just the different colors of wood and how you can see the knots and the grains. Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a peek at this one. Is this one at the gallery?
It is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Right when you walk in, take a hard left, and I think it's right at the beginning. So more of a Aztec-y Pendleton feel to it. Actually here, this is a good example where I started playing around with spray paint. I'm more of a stainer and painter of the wood, but now I'm starting to incorporate some spray paint. So a lot of the stamped copper, where it looks really bubbly and coppery, that's different spray paints that I play with to try to get that dimensional feel. So
very nice. I'm gonna click off this because now I have a question. How do you work the design? I mean, how? You must be good at math. Are you?
No, really. The funny thing is, anybody can do this. They're all 45s. So even if you cut a 45 and 45 and put it together, or if you kept the wood the same and just angled it, that's a 45. Or I don't think we have a picture of the piece. I don't know if I have it in the gallery yet, but even 22 and a half and 22 and a half, like if you get to your 45s and your 90s, it all fits together.
Oh my gosh.
I am not good at math at all.
I was like, that's a lot of mathing.
So if people send me like pictures of something that they liked for design ideas, then I can figure it out and make something from that. Kind of play off of it, not just totally take somebody's design. I'm not like that. Or else, even like I said, the Pendleton, I love every month when I get my magazine to see like the colors or the designs, and then I just get ideas. A lot of the time when I'm sleeping, I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. And I'm really not even a good drawer to try to like sketch it out. So I really just play with it and have my cut piece of plywood or scrap wood, and I just start playing with it.
Like
I
a
just
little puzzle, huh?
and go for it. So that's part of the process. I really love the salvaging of the wood. My husband's a huge help with that. And then he helps me rip the wood down to size. And then I do the cutting of the wood and then paint stain it individually and then glue it. I really don't like to use a nail gun to hold it in place. So if you go to the gallery and see my pieces, you'll rarely see a nail hole in the actual.
Oh, interesting.
Obviously, I nail on the framing. And then once we're done, I'm done gluing it. Then Tyler, my husband, again, he helps me trim it. I frame it, and then voila.
Ah, that's so neat. It's so interesting because you and Randy have a lot in common. He will literally wake up in the middle of the night and be like, and then, you know, he's writing things down, and just the love of where the wood, you know, and that's one of our favorite things is finding the things that we find in that search. And I've gotten better about being able to envision things. I mean, most of our framing, that's Randy. I can't take a lot of credit for that because that is his mind. But I've gotten better about being able to envision like, oh, that's what we can do with this, and find things. And that part is just so much fun.
I know, even when I was at your, oh, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but
go ahead.
Your house and he had all of these boxes with even like itty bitty pieces. He's like, look at this one, Ellie. I'm like, oh, the color there. I'm going to figure out something to do with all of these small pieces because I love it.
Yeah, it was a good day for Lisa when you took it all away.
A whole bed full, truck full of goods, yes. And
it was actually really nice to know that somebody was going to use it because it's kind of all of our little babies, you know. You find the stuff and then it's like, what do you do with I don't know. So I'm really happy that you did take it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was a question I hadn't thought of before, but how you kind of do all that.
Yeah, and this isn't my full-time job. I have a real job. So really finding time to do this with 4 kids, real job and farm. Tyler's very supportive, where when we're in at night and the kids go to bed and then he comes in from his chores, that's when I give him the deuces and I'm like, I'm out to the shop and play my music and I work till like midnight or 1 or just lose myself in it. So
that's amazing. That's a good outlet. I'm going to show a couple other pieces. Now, these are not at the gallery, but these are different things that you do that I thought I asked you to include because I thought they were nice. And it was the mirror.
Okay.
A mirror that you did.
Yes. So I made this for my parents' house in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So it's very Western and rustic. And it's with the Western decorative spots and all different types of leather. So it's hair on hide, it's tooled floral leather, and just,
Okay, I was wondering because it looked like leather to me. So I'm like,
yes.
I don't even know what kind of wood that would be. So
no, it is wood.
Really
yes,
cool.
Wood, and then the leather overlay. So the corners and then all the designs are leather, and then they're spotted out. So I love this piece. And
it's beautiful. I do too. So I wanted to show that one. And then I've got a thing for barn doors and kind of that fire door, you know, the mechanism that you have. So I wanted to show these 2. Now this one is beautiful, but my favorite is actually the last one.
Yes, so I made these doors for Kelly Lathrop. She just built a house. So yeah, did 2 double-sided doors for her. So this one is facing her bedroom, and then if you want to go to the next one.
Oh, it's the same door?
So this is a different
one.
one. Yeah. The backs are the same, but this design, so Kelly sent me a picture of a design similar to this, and she's like, hey, this is what I want my barn door to look like. I'm like, I got you, of course. Yeah. So a lot of this wood is from neighbors down the road that his barn went down, so we went and got that and just played with the sanding, some different colored stains, and then a little bit of whitewashing on those 2 pieces, and the rest of it's just natural.
Yeah, this one is I just love the design is cool, but just the different colors together. It just, I think it's very, very cool.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else? Those are all the pictures that I did get uploaded.
Okay.
So that's all I have for us to look at. So if you have anything else you'd like to tell us about, now's your chance. Otherwise, we're going to throw your stuff on again for people to be able to find you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Basically, I would love for you guys to go to the gallery and see what we have up. It's all just the wood mosaic pieces. So I do the wood mosaics, the barn doors, Western mirrors, but have just been focusing more now on my time. Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see that piece behind me. I'm backwards.
Yeah, there you are. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm trying to move.
Turn my camera. Oh, other way. See. Yep. So now I have to get out of the way. There we go.
Okay.
Yes, this is a 25 by 25 piece. It actually, I saw this design in the Pendleton magazine. It was a sweater. So I just loved
how. Oh my goodness.
It was so, yeah. So I'm like, I have to make a design out of that. I just sold this to a friend in Minnesota, so I haven't gotten it to her yet. But
okay, so Pendleton, explain to me. Are you talking about Pendleton, the sweater company?
Oh yeah, like the blankets. Yes, yeah, Pendleton. Yes.
Really? I didn't even know they had magazines. So that's a lot of the designs. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yep. Yeah. So those angles, those Aztec-y feels.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I would say inspired by that. I have so many more ideas where I want to do a bunch of pieces. Oh, sorry, you can't even, let me figure that out.
I can see half your face.
Okay, yeah. To make wood mosaics that look like stained glass, you know, like churches and everything. I've been seeing so many of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I made this into a wood piece? So, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll have to,
opportunities.
They'll have to follow you on Instagram. Over here. Wait, I can't even point in the right direction.
Oh, wait, I did the wrong.
Right there. At 4K Wood Art on Instagram. Get on there, give her a follow, and see what her brain comes up with. And then the gallery, I had put that on there. You were going to be there through the month of August. Unfortunately, like I had said earlier, we are only open the 3 days a week, 11 to 4. I'm going to post this. Actually, it'll be Sunday morning when people can watch it. So if you're watching it on Sunday, it's open till 4. Otherwise, if people want to go ahead and email us, we can always shop on a different day as well. So we want you to come to the gallery and purchase stuff from us of Allie's. However, if you're watching this and she is already gone, because this will be on the internets for a while, you can also catch her on her website. So
perfect. And I have a question for you, Lisa, because if we're having this go on Facebook and everything, people who are not local or in different states see this, what do they do if they want to purchase a piece?
Well, if they see something here that they want, if they message, oh, you got me, good question. Okay, so if it's on Instagram or Facebook at ArtZ Gallery and it's a picture of yours at the gallery, they're going to simply comment on the photo if they want, you know, at the time, say, hey, I'm really interested in this, and we'll take care of it.
Perfect.
So if it needs to be shipped, you know, we'll call you and we'll figure out and how we're going to do it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We always figure it out. So we, you know, I'm assuming you're willing to ship stuff and you're close by. So we'll figure it out.
Definitely.
Message. We'll figure it out. Or email or whatever. We got this. We do that. Randy and I aren't far from the gallery, and we have a key. And then there's another lady that lives in town that also is willing to also let people in and do shopping. So we'll figure it out.
Got you.
So I think that's all we got.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for this.
Yes, thank you.
The first time we're here, this is figuring out all the technicalities and being able to hopefully have people see all this. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited for people to see it. I actually haven't seen it in person yet, so I'm going to have to get my butt down to the gallery and go see it in person for myself. And just so you know, this is going to be on Facebook, and also it's going to be on YouTube. So we'll chat after I kick you out. Don't leave yet, because I'm gonna chat with you, and then I'm just gonna go through a couple last little things, and then we're done. So I'm muting you and hiding you again. So bye, Allie. Thank you so much. Actually leave. All right, everyone. That was Allison Kuhl of 4K Wood Art. You guys, I really hope you, if you're local, you can get into the gallery and see it in person, because it really, from what I've seen, it looks really cool, and I bet you it's even better in person. But just a reminder that you can see upcoming things and times and anything you need to know at artZgallery.org. We are on Facebook at ArtZ Gallery, and then Instagram at ArtZ Gallery Amory. So give us a like there, because Randy does the Instagram, I take care of the Facebook, and we're always posting pictures of different things that are in the gallery. And if you see something you like, let us know. We'll figure it out. And then shameless self-promotion. Tin Cat Studio. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Etsy, and YouTube, all at Tin Cat Studio, as well as our website. So thank you, everyone. I'm Lisa Lee, one of the members at ArtZ Gallery, and I thank you for watching. Please share this. If you're on Facebook, please share this with your friends so that we can get Allie recognized and known, and the gallery. It's free promotion, and we always appreciate it when people do that. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and be well.